Hey guys, Martin here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today I wasn't sure if we would see any interesting news or anything. Obviously for global players we're still kind of waiting on whether there's going to be any update about the whereabouts of LR Jiren, but we did get on the JP side, and of course only on the JP side. That meme continues on for some reason. These don't get posted on global. We have the EZA announcement and information for the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and INT Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. Shout out to Minato. We were memeing about on the stream like the fact that we have to wait quite a while for like the translations to come out. But shout out to him for doing them, because obviously global just can't be bothered. I made a tweet like while we were waiting for these details. And yeah, it is crazy to me that a company like Dokkan that makes as much money as they do, they've acknowledged that the two different versions exist, because they've talked about the sync, and they talk about, like, you know, in the producer letters they'll mention the international version and the Japanese version. I don't understand why they don't think that the English like audience wants to see this information. Because one of the things we were just joking about is if you were a casual player and you only follow the global page on Twitter, and you don't follow like a bunch of like Dokkan YouTubers or anything, like you wouldn't even know that these guys are going to get an EZA, which is just crazy. So it is what it is. But shout out to Minato. We do have the translations here, so we're going to go through these now in the video. We had to wait for the Vegeta ones. The Goku ones got posted already, but I specifically didn't read them because I like to do these videos and this be my actual first impression, like my first reading of the details, so I can give you guys my genuine first reaction and first thoughts. So we're going to jump in with INT Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku first of all. So Other World Warriors or Super Saiyan 3 170. I think this is what we've been seeing a lot with the 170 leaders that had kind of split leader skills, where one of the stats was 130, or they had a secondary leader skill that had a lower percentage, whereas they just, when they get their EZA, get both the categories go up to 170%. So that's to be expected. His super attack raises attack and defense of 1 turn and does immense damage to the enemy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring up his pre-EZA details here as well, just so we can do some sort of like on the spot comparisons to what has actually changed. So yeah, he only raised attack for 1 turn before, so now he raises defense as well, which is good. So key to attack and defense 150%. He has a high chance to dodge, so 50%. He gets an additional defense boost by up to 120%. The more HP remaining, the greater the defense boost. And chance to dodge enemy attacks 20% when HP is 50% or above. So 50% or above, he has 70% dodge chance, which is obviously very good. He gets an additional attack boost by up to 120. The less HP remaining, the greater the attack boost. So the less HP you have, the more attack he gets, but the more HP you have, the more defense he gets. Chance to crit 20% when HP is 50% or below. He changes a random type of key sphere to rainbow when there is a Majin Buu Saga enemy or another ally attacking in the same turn. So yeah, if you have an enemy or an ally for Buu Saga, he's a rainbow orb changer. He gets a 50% crit chance as long as he picks up 1 rainbow orb. Then he gets 120% attack and defense with 3 or more orbs, which the correction in the comments he put is when attacking. So it is multiplicative, so that is obviously good. So he seems very solid in base. Obviously nothing too crazy, but I guess with both of these units, the transformation is the thing that we're most interested in. So he's got decent stats. If you've got high HP at the start of the turn, he's going to have higher defense, 70% chance to dodge, and then he does get the 120% on attack with the 3 orbs. 1 rainbow orb gives him a 50% chance to crit, and you're probably going to be running him with Buu Saga allies. So even if there isn't a Buu Saga enemy, he's going to be creating rainbow orbs. So I think that's pretty good. And then we have the transformation, the Super Saiyan 3. I guess they're not going to list the transformation condition, because the thing is, these guys don't transform with an active skill, so their transformation condition could actually change, right? Because Goku's one is when there's only 1 enemy whose HP is 80% or more starting from the 3rd turn. And the annoying thing about these guys is you could get stuck in a cycle where they kept being on like the 2nd turn of a new phase against a boss, and the boss had already lost over 20% HP, so then they just wouldn't transform, which was super annoying. So it'd be interesting to see if they do change their condition. But then once he transforms into Super Saiyan 3, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy, and has a great chance to stun. So again, they've added the defense raise, and they've increased the stun chance, which is good. Key 3 in attack and defense 200%, high chance to dodge, additional defense boost up to 150 with the more HP remaining, and then chance to dodge an extra 30% when HP is 50% or more, so you can have 80% dodge chance. Additional attack boost up to 150 with the less HP remaining, and then chance to crit plus 30% when HP is 50% or below. Creates rainbow orbs with the boost target enemy or ally. Chance to crit 70% with a rainbow key sphere obtained. Damn. Attack and defense 133 when collecting 3 or more key spheres, which is on attack. And then launches an additional super attack and performs a crit when collecting 6 or more key spheres. So that seems very, very good, because remember, creating rainbow orbs is great, because if a unit just creates, like, if this, for this Goku, for example, if he just creates int orbs, then you just have to struggle. You have to pick up those, like, int orbs wherever they do cluster together. But by creating rainbow orbs, it's much easier to connect, like, the whole field of orbs together. So picking up 6 orbs with a rainbow orb changer is usually not that difficult. And so that's going to give him a guaranteed additional super and guaranteed crits. So you basically just need to have his build be additional and dodge. When you're on 50% or more HP, he has 80% chance to dodge as well, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, it seems definitely very good. We'll be doing some big damage, dodging attacks. Seems quite interesting. But now we can take a look at Vegeta. And this guy, these two, I've been very much anticipating these EZAs. Really looking forward to seeing how good the Vegeta one's going to be. So, Super Saiyan 2 or Resurrected Warriors, 3 key, 170. Raise attack and defense for 1 turn and then immense damage to the enemy. I think I was going to say they're going to be largely the same in terms of stats. So, key 2 and attack and defense 150. But then Vegeta has 30% damage reduction. Then he gets the attack boost with the more HP remaining, the greater the boost, and defense boost with less. So he's the opposite to Goku. The less HP you have, the more defense he gets. And then he has a great chance to launch an additional super when HP is 50% or above, or guards when HP is 50% or below. So the lower your HP, the higher his defense, and he's going to have guard if you're below 50%. If you're above, the higher your HP, the higher his attack is going to be. And then he has a 70% chance to launch an additional super. He has the rainbow orb changing as well when there's a boost target enemy or another ally attacking in the same turn. He has damage reduction of additional 20% when a rainbow key sphere is obtained. And then he gets the 120 when attacking with 3 or more key spheres as well. So similar passives. Vegeta, if you get the extra 20% by getting a rainbow orb, obviously if you are at the... it's not HP restricted, his normal damage reduction. So as long as you pick up 1 rainbow orb, he has 50% damage reduction. And if you're below 50% HP, he has guard. It's a bit of a shame he only has the guard below 50% HP. But then I suppose, depending on how quickly you transform with him, I suppose it doesn't matter too much if the pre-transformation version is not super crazy. Because then we have TEQ Majin Vegeta. So greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, great chance to stun. Key 3, attack and defense 200%. Then he has 33% damage reduction. Then we still have the attack and defense boosts, but he gets a guaranteed additional super if you're at 50% or more HP, and then guaranteed guard when HP is 50% or below. Changes the random type of key sphere is the same, boost target enemy or ally. Extra damage reduction of 33% with a rainbow orb obtained. Okay, so that's really good, because you're probably going to be using him with characters where he's going to be getting his orb changing. And he only needs to pick up 1 rainbow orb, and then he has 66% damage reduction. So that's pretty good. And then he gets the attack and defense 130 when picking up the orbs, as well as attacks effective against all types. And then he gets 66% extra attack and defense when attacking, and guards all attacks with 6 or more key spheres obtained. So again, with the rainbow orb changing, it's not going to be super difficult to pick up 6 orbs. And then he does have the guaranteed guard, and he has 66% damage reduction. Gets a bunch of extra stats, If you're above the 50% HP, you're then getting a guaranteed additional super, which is greatly raising his attack and defense. So he definitely seems very, very good. Potentially better than the Goku. I mean, defensively, it's less RNG because you're not relying on dodge. Like, he's got damage reduction. And even if for some reason you can't pick up the 6 orbs, he still has 66% damage reduction as long as you get a rainbow orb. So there will be certain situations where he will be able to tank. I mean, he'll tank normals in most situations anyway, but there'll be certain situations where he would potentially be able to live supers against some of the bosses, even if you don't get the guard, because of the 66% damage reduction. But if you get both, then obviously he is going to be tanking very, very nicely. So yeah, those are the EZA details for Vegeta and Goku. If they got tweeted out today, usually that would mean that they're out very soon. We know that we've got the Super EZA for Ultimate Gohan coming out tomorrow. So these literally could be out tomorrow. It's probably going to be that other, like, you know, the Destined Rivals Extreme Z Battle, where it's both of them at the same time. But obviously I will let you guys know when we find out any more information. But yeah, Goku and Vegeta with their EZAs, definitely very exciting. I've been waiting for these guys to EZA for a long time. This guy obviously going to be very, very good with the Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku that we got from Golden Week. This guy, I really want to try him out on like the Vegeta family team, but obviously that team is not rocking many Buu Saga allies, so it'll be a bit more tricky for the orb changing. But let me know what you guys think of the EZAs down below in the comment section. Which one do you think is better, Goku or Vegeta? Let me know your thoughts. And do you have these guys? Are they fully duped out, ready to go? Let me know all your thoughts about the EZAs down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.